All rise.
Sports Court is in session.
Welcome to Sports Court. We're talking college football this week. We all know Michigan should be the favorite to win the Big Ten this season. However, their fellow Big Ten members in East Lansing, the Michigan State Spartans, could have a challenging season up ahead. That leads us to ask the question, how many wins to keep Mel Tucker off the hot seat? I think he's got to go at least 7-5 because I think the ceiling for this Spartan football program this year is 8-4. This football team has so many question marks on offense at quarterback, at wide receiver, at offensive line, that you don't know what you're getting on that side of the ball. On defense, you can tell me all the players coming back all you want. That defense has not been good under Mel Tucker or defensive coordinator Scotty Hazelton. I think this Michigan State team has to go at least 7-5 for Mel Tucker to keep his job and keep people somewhat happy.
You're going to be surprised by this, Jamal. I think he just needs to win 4 games, maybe 5. They didn't win 6 games last year. They didn't go to a bowl game last year, and he was fine. Do you know why? He signed that massive 10-year, $95 million contract that ties him to the Spartans through 2032. $95 million is a lot to pay in a buyout, and I don't see anybody paying that buyout for Mel Tucker to leave East Lansing.
Well, 2 things. First of all, I don't think he'd be owed $95 million if he were bought out next year because he's already earned some of the money in that contract. The second thing is, if he wins 4 games, people are going to want him fired at the end of the season. After that very last game, people are going to want him to clean out his office because you're talking back-to-back years without a bowl game. Just a few years after you won the Peach Bowl in 11 games, that would be a ridiculous setback for this Spartan football program. So I really feel like if Mel Tucker won 4 games, forget the hot seat, he'd be gone right then and there. Mark, how do you justify bringing a coach back who's missed bowl games 2 years in a row after he had an 11-win season, regardless of the contract?
I mean, I wouldn't have brought him back this year, to be honest. I don't think his team was that great. I think he was really riding on Kenneth Walker's coattails in 2021. I'm a Bears fan. He was the Bears defensive coordinator when the Bears had the best defense in the league. And as soon as he got there, they became the worst defense in the league. And it was really awful to see just the complete teardown of this Bears defense. Mel Tucker, what has he done? Honestly, I don't think he's done that much. I think he's a great guy. I think he's a good leader of men. Football coach, I'm not sure.
Sounds like Tom Allen at Indiana. Great leader of men, but results-wise, who knows? And I knew there was some bias in there from you somewhere.
Just a little.
I knew that passion was coming from somewhere. He ruined your Bears. That's why you don't like Mel Tucker.
All right, what's your verdict, jury at home? Comment on Facebook, and next week we'll highlight our favorites.
Last week, we debated if Michigan was right in suspending Jim Harbaugh, and Tom gave a very lawyery answer. We don't know what the university knows. We don't know what the NCAA knows. But I'm guessing if the university was willing to suspend him, now the NCAA unilaterally suspended him for 3 games. There must be something to this.
Maybe, and Joe simply stated should have told the NCAA to pound sand. What a coincidence, Joe. That's the same thing Jamal always says to me when I try to argue his points.
I usually do. Well, we can't wait to discuss our new comments next week. But for now, Sports Court is adjourned.